3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? It is your girl Nia, the video game her, and this is another episode of Team Red Talks Nintendo, episode number 62. But before we get into these topics, man, let's go ahead and introduce our panel. So I want to start with Kuuppon. Kuuppon, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the people? Let them know what you've been gaming on and all of that stuff, man.
Hello, everybody. You probably can't hear me because my voice is a little out of it. I've been a little under the weather today. But I just don't want to end Persona. I'm so scared.
You don't have to raise your voice, by the way. I can turn you up on Discord. If you can't strain your voice, I'm fine. Don't strain your voice.
No, I'm not straining. But I've been playing on Persona. I'm just talking into the mic right now. So I've been playing a little bit of Persona. I'm stalling. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm stalling like hell.
So we can talk about it.
Oh my gosh.
Fine.
I've been waiting how about almost 2 weeks now.
Because I'm stalling, I really like. Anyway, so I'll finish it this weekend. That'll be the deal. I'll finish it this weekend. I have Shadow of the Colossus, so I plan on streaming a little bit of that tomorrow. And then after I stream that, I'm not streaming no more because I'm gonna finish that game because that's just my life. Because I love that game. Oh, the memories. Anyway, and
I might scoop it at some point. I had it on the PS3, but around that time, that's when the PS4 was coming out. So I gave my PS3 to my brother. So I didn't get to finish it. Yeah, I played 10 minutes.
You never played it before?
I never owned a PS3, and I skipped it on the PS2 because I didn't know
on the PS. Okay,
I
gotcha.
was a kid, right?
Yeah, I had the Shadow of the Colossus and Eco collection, but
this is my love. My brother. This is one of my love. This is one of my love games. I love this game to death. But I'm glad that they remade it. So I was super excited when they announced it. So I got that on sale with the Best Buy. You can get it for under $30 or something like that over at Best Buy with the Gamer Club unlocked. So there's that. It's a good deal for you guys. You know how I be struggling. Got to save y'all some money. I finished that a while ago, and I was playing a little bit of Sonic Mania, some other random games here and there for the most part. But I'll finish Persona, then I'll get into get some more Shadow of the Colossus, and probably hit up that weird ass freaking getting over it game with Vinny Fodder.
That getting over it game looks crazy.
That shit is hilarious. The controls on that. The controls are stupid as fuck because you're just using your mouse and you can't do shit. You're just using your mouth and you're like, what the fuck is this? Oh my god, I rage quit my stream like I said I would because I didn't think I was, but it was you know what? I don't have time for this. Who does this? Who literally tortures themselves with a fucked up piece of shit game like that? Screw this.
That getting over it game is one of those games that you're supposed to rage to. It's no point to the game other than
raging. But then they got the speedrunners who can just go through it like nothing's wrong, and then the rest of us normal people just no. I couldn't even get over the tree for a good minute.
Crazy. I saw that. I was watching you struggle trying to get over that tree.
What is this fucking tree? I had to restart, got stuck on the tree and all this shit. Fuck this damn game.
That's hilarious, to be honest.
Well, that's what I've been doing, at least.
All right, Alex, man. What's been going on with you and what you've been gaming on?
Beasting on Mario Kart. I won the last tournament, of course, obviously.
Oh my god.
With his freaking game genie.
With his game genie.
I am the best and I cannot be beat. Other than that, I was playing some Golf Story, but then Shadow of the Colossus came out yesterday. Oh, this is a beautiful game. It has PS4 Pro enhancement, so I'm playing this in my precious 60 frames per second. Unlike Kirby Star Allies, which is 30.
Which we will talk about.
We'll talk about that, fucking DDD, you swole ass bitch. Alright, but other than that, that's all I've been playing. I'll play some more Shadow of Colossus tonight. This game is dope. Like I was saying earlier, I've never played this before. I don't have that connection to Shadow of Colossus that a lot of people do. But I'm enjoying it. I like it.
I'm glad you are. I'm glad you are, because it's a good game.
I saw some other guys who are shitting on the game.
Oh, stop.
But I think it's a great game. But yeah, the graphics are beautiful. I was watching a comparison from PS2 to PS4.
Oh my god, big upgrade.
We have come a
big
long
upgrade.
way.
That was a big upgrade.
Now that is a remake. Like holy.
That's how you do a remake.
And it's only $40. It's not like some of these Wii U ports which cost $60 when they used to be $50.
And you only get a Funky Kong, but you know what?
Funky Kong easy mode. But yeah,
that Funky Kong is worth every bit of that $10. You shut your mouth right now, Alex.
I'm gonna need this I'm gonna need this fangirl to get out of our podcast. Where's Mia?
Funky Kong is worth every bit of that $9.99 plus tax.
Speaking of $9.99, get all those Xbox exclusives for $9.99 because ain't nobody buying them. Let's go.
Wow. Anyways, send all of your hate mail to Actives in Gaming.
You know what he does.
So, I have been playing, y'all already know what I've been playing. I've been playing Monster Hunter World. And I also happened upon this really weird indie game on the eShop that came out last week called Night in the Woods. And let me tell y'all. Okay, so first of all, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I didn't read up on Night in the Woods before I bought it. I just bought it.
I just bought it
because I really like the art style. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the art style. I love that. I think it's so creative and there's nothing else on the eShop that looks like it.
A walking simulator game?
And that's where I'm going with this. So just wait. Just you wait.
What's it called?
Night in the Woods? Night in the Woods. So when I bought the game, I bought it with the assumption that, okay, this is probably just a nice little, platformer with a nice little story and something like that. Mm-hmm. So I started playing the game, and it ain't. It is a walking game.
Looking at it.
But let me tell you, though, I'm not going to lie, I like it, man. And I don't think I would have bought this game if I actually read up on it first, because I'm not with those story games where you just walk around and you interact with stuff like that. But
doesn't it deal with like depression or something?
I don't know yet, because I'm still I'm not that far in yet, but something is up, but I haven't uncovered it yet. Like what this game kind of feels like to me at this current juncture, it's giving me like this very Earthbound vibe. Have y'all played Earthbound before?
No.
It gives me like this very like Earthbound vibe where like it's around revolving around these young people. There is something weird going around in their little small town, but we don't know what's going on yet. But something weird is happening is what I'm trying to say here.
So basically there's some things is going down.
Something is
you gotta get to the bottom of it.
But I don't know yet. So I'm still like I'm finally at like the climax where like I'm about to.
Well, you about to find out.
I'm about to find out, right?
Okay.
And that's what makes it interesting to me. And I don't really like games like this, but something about this game, man, I really, really like this game, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it pans out, man. But yeah, man, that's crazy. Like I inadvertently tried a genre I would have never touched ever just because I like the art style, which is wild. Two games that I picked up but I haven't had a chance to play yet was Dandara and Mercenary Kings Reloaded. So I will be checking them joints out soon. I have them on the Switch, and whenever I'm not playing Monster Hunter, I'm on the Switch in the bed, and that's when I play Night in the Woods and stuff like that. So yeah, man. Nice little pickups on the eShop. It's getting real hard to ignore all these indies, to be honest. It's getting real hard to ignore some of these games. Like, I guess I feel a little bit more comfortable to drop bread because, I'm done paying for my braces, so I'm feeling a little boss-like, you feel me? So I picked up a couple of indies and I feel like I'm soccer balling. That's all I'm going to say.
Soccer balling.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I had to scoop those and show my support, especially for Dandara, because...
Why is M. Bison on your screen?
I was just going to say, this dude looks like M. Bison. What the fuck?
M. Bison, huh?
It's one of the Dandara bosses.
Oh, yeah. But I had to scoop it because Dandara has, like, the actual character is like a real character. She's like an Afro-Brazilian character who was actually like a real-life freedom fighter in the 17th century who was helping, like, slaves escape. So I was actually really interested in the character, even though the game is not about that. It's more like a fantastical take on, you know, her deeds and whatnot. So I'm really interested in getting a chance to actually play that. Anyway, so I don't want to take out too much time away from the actual topics themselves. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to our first topic of tonight, where supposedly coming from Takashi Mochizuki, I guess that's how you say this man's name. Mochizuki. He's the man. Yeah, he's the man who works at the Wall Street Journal, and he gives us a tea on what's going on with a lot of what's going on in the Japanese industry and kind of how it relates to the West. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an excerpt on basically what he has said. So he says on Twitter, this is Square Enix at their earnings press conference. No big title releases are currently planned from Square Enix from January to March, meaning that Dragon Quest XI for the West and Octopath Traveler will be sometime in the fiscal year 2018 after April. And it feels Japan-made RPG is getting positive feedback these days for their design and stories, which is actually pretty true, because after the Octopath Traveler released last year, like everybody was talking about how good it was, and it was good. I did play it. It was good. So that's a little bit of news for y'all. It's kind of like a non-release announcement, but at least we know that they do plan on having these games drop in the West sometime this year. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we don't have to wait too long, you know what I'm saying, because I really do want to get my hands on Dragon Quest XI especially. I really am looking forward to that. Anyways, next topic. So, to those of you guys though, Masahiro Sakurai, he is the person who is the director for Super Smash Brothers. And that's pretty much what he's most known for, even though he's done other projects, like he's worked with the Kirby games, and he's also done Kid Icarus Uprising on a 3DS, which is amazing. So he has come out and said in a recent interview that in his next project, he's going to take more of a consulting role. And this is what the article says, okay? The article says, as we already know, Sakurai puts his heart and soul into his games, and this approach has caused him problems in the past. So that's exactly what I want to talk about.
Oh,
I have real beef with Sakurai. Like,
yeah, it's murder beef.
Like real life beef. Like Sakurai, like he's a brilliant guy. I feel like, in my opinion, if Sakurai was just given the reins, and if he wasn't such a crybaby,
yeah,
he has so much potential to be like Nintendo's Kojima, in my opinion, because he's so like creative and out there, and like he works his ass off. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that I don't like about Smash Brothers, one thing that I don't like about Sakurai is how much he cries. He cries. He is one of the most crybaby developers ever. And I'm happy that his next role is going to be more of a consulting role than a hands-on.
The funny thing about him is that he'll sit up there and whine and bitch and moan and cry, and ain't nobody got no guns to his head. Ain't nobody forcing him to do anything. He is doing all that on his own free will. Nobody told you to work overtime on those Smash Brothers. Nobody told you to be all hours of the night trying to get these games done. I appreciate it. Ain't no doubt. We definitely appreciate it. But ain't nobody had no gun to your head, strapped you to the seat, and said, get this shit done, or your wife and kids is gone or something. Exactly. Ain't nobody said none of that. So what, like, dude, take consulting, do your little consulting shits, calm the hell down, and come back. Like, and do what you need to do, I guess. But stop whining about it like you was held hostage or some shit.
And when you start consulting, don't try to take over the reins.
That's exactly what he's gonna do. I already see the writing on the wall. Watch, we gonna get articles of his consulting, air quotes here. We're gonna get some articles of him consulting, and there are gonna be articles talking about how Sakurai is overtaking is slowly trying to overtake the project, or he's undermining the person in charge, or blah blah blah. Dude, you better calm your tits. Please don't do that. If you're gonna
he gonna do it.
If you're gonna consult, you better stick strictly to consulting, because if you do that dumbness, it's not gonna look good on you.
Gonna do it. And here's the thing. Here's the thing too. When they were working on Super Smash Brothers 4. Okay, well here's the thing. Sakurai has like this hand condition. I think he's been in the industry for so long. He's developed some kind of hand condition. I don't know if it's some kind of arthritis or like carpal tunnel or something like that. But he's developed some kind of hand condition that affects his work. When they were making Super Smash Brothers 4, he would literally, you know, the people who like work on like the hitboxes and hit the station and stuff like that, he literally would like get them off of the station, and then he would do it. Stuff like that. It's like, I can't feel sympathy for this dude.
You know what else about him? Like, he's so good at what he does, and I don't shit him not on his talents. He's good at what he does, but your talents are wasted on you as you get older, and you will not sit up. His thing is, he's not willing to hand over his talents to others, to enable others to take some of that wealth of knowledge that he has, so that other generations can pick it up. Because you're doing nothing but getting older, dude. You're getting nothing but older, and the older you get, the more things people forget, the more your body misfunctions or dysfunctions and all that stuff. It's just the more things are going to happen against your will, with your body, your mind, all that stuff. Share some of the wealth. Give some of these younger developers that knowledge, so we can have these games for future generations and stuff like that. But if you're constantly, you know, elbowing people out the way, I got this and you can't do nothing right, you got to do it yourself type of mentality, ain't nobody gonna learn nothing. You pushing people off of projects, and they just watching you do it, but they don't know what's going on. Like, show them that, hey, I'm not going to take you off of this, but let me show you how I would do it, and maybe you can pick up on that or something. Like, share the wealth, dude. Calm your fucking
And hopefully that's what he's about to do, because if he's going to take more of a consulting role, he's going to basically be like what Miyamoto did with like the people who made like Splatoon and like Animal Crossing and all of these other new games, ARMS and all
that stuff.
Probably
thrives off stress.
He seems like the kind of person who thrives off of stress.
I was just answering the one name show in the comments. He was like, how Sakurai stay so young? I'm like, probably because
he thrives off of stress.
He thrives off that stress and drama.
But yes, hopefully what he's doing in this next game is exactly what Kuuppon said. Do what Miyamoto has been doing, because Miyamoto, he's easily working himself out of game development. He's currently working on the new Mario movie that Illumination and Universal Studios are going to be working on. So hopefully Sakurai will finally stop being a crybaby and consult and direct.
I hope he gets like a protege or something to like work to somebody he can give at least all his knowledge to. I want him to have a protege, so that way that person can take on his projects that he normally would do, and then if they need some help, they can give him a phone call or something, be like, yo, kind of forgot about something or need some help with something, or what would you do with this, you know, type of deal. Because he needs to, the consulting thing is a good idea, because it's his way of getting out of the gaming, I guess, side of things and all that stuff, and just to kind of still be more like of a director as opposed to
kind of like
on the project.
Was the Zelda director. I love this name. I don't remember his name at the moment. Anuma. That's what Anuma does. Yeah. He takes what is in his brain and he instructs his team to do what is in his brain. Yeah. That's what Sakurai needs to do. And to be honest, I kind of want somebody else to direct Smash Brothers. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I like Smash Brothers, but considering how the community is responding to Smash Brothers and how they're slowly kind of making it more casual, I think there needs to be somebody else with a new, fresh intake.
Things like with Smash on the Wii, we had a story mode. And he had a fucking hissy fit because people were spoiling the story, so now there's no more story mode in
Exactly. We need somebody with tougher skin so stuff like that doesn't happen. Yeah. Because one of the reasons why
that's why we didn't have a story mode?
he had a hissy
What kind of childish shit is that?
The Wii version, people were putting the spoilers on the story online. And
this is the intro.
But that's one of the main reasons why I like the Wii version, because I love Subspace Emissary.
This is what we do. Like, you're just like with Atlas and their dumbness trying to hide Persona 5. Niggas didn't care. They were out there throwing it on the internet anyway. Yeah. Like, it's just gonna happen, so get over it. Like, what kind of baby BS is that?
So basically what I think we've all kind of come to the conclusion that if he takes more of a consulting role, that would be much better. Get somebody fresh and new, like somebody like what's the man, the director for Arms, the one who was beasting at E3. God dang. I don't remember his name. That man, let him do Smash Brothers. Give some fresh blood to this franchise. Cause Sakurai, he does the most with this. And then get somebody to make a new Kid Icarus, because he don't want to make a sequel. He doesn't
want to do it. Like, it's just...
He's one of those kind of people like, oh, I made this piece of art, let it stand on its own. Like, no, we need a sequel.
Like, we need, get another project manager on that, because if he don't want to do it...
Sakurai, it's like, I don't understand why it seems like he's unwilling to let anyone else make the game.
We were just talking about that too.
He's just a little too arrogant, and he doesn't think anyone else can do it. But let's be honest, it's just a fucking fighting game. Like anybody who works at Nintendo can make this game. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's true.
He doesn't have to have the entire burden where now he's 40 years old and he has the fingers of a 90-year-old, so he's Sakurai now.
Sakurai, oh,
Sakurai.
He's all like, oh, my hands.
My hands.
But like if your hands obviously ain't that bad off if you still pushing people off projects to do it yourself. They ain't that bad.
Because like Miyamoto's like what, 70? And like this dude cries more than Miyamoto.
He's 47.
Yeah, he's 47.
He's not that old, dude.
You still got some youngness in you.
He's only 47, and I don't understand why he can't at least find a protege and kind of maybe show them the road and like lead them into making the game, and then he could step back and be the director. So still his vision, but he doesn't have to manually do the work. Like what the shit?
Exactly, and put a story mode in Super Smash Bros. 5. Put a story mode in Smash 5, please, and thank you.
Please give us emissary and stuff.
All right, so moving on, and more game development news in regards to Nintendo. There were only 40 developers who made Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Huh, interesting.
So let me tell you what's been going on. So the article says Xenoblade Chronicles 2 director Tetsuya Takahashi was recently interviewed by Japanese publication Denny Femi Nico Gamer. I guess
what name is that?
I don't know, but it's a very interesting one. One of the things we learned is that Monolith Soft's Tokyo studio has around 100 developers. That's it. Dang, and they made Xenoblade Chronicles X? Boy. Anyway, however, there were only 40 developers from Monolith Soft working on Xenoblade Chronicles 2. 50 to 60 Monolith developers went to Nintendo to aid them in developing The Majestic, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah. The remaining 10 staff members were involved in research and development. Research and development. Xenoblade Chronicles X2.
X2, please.
X2, please. For comparison's sake, there were over 100 developers in total working on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So Xenoblade Chronicles 2 had a much smaller number. So y'all haven't had a chance to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 yet.
I haven't, but I haven't played it.
You haven't played it yet. Yeah. I have some slight gripes with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but the fact that 40 developers made this game is actually hella impressive. Yeah. Like
if that's true, I give them props, claps to that. If it's not true, okay, it still looks like it's still a decent game. I mean, okay, more developers, but
it doesn't have as big of a world as X2 as
X it definitely doesn't.
It's still pretty like that. It's still
pretty. It looks. I mean, from what I was looking at, it's still gorgeous and it's still quite open and beautiful and big for what it's worth. Like each of the different monsters that you're at, their backs on, like they did a good job with that. Yeah. For how big a scale it is, looking at it, because it does look like a big scale game.
Yes,
even though it's probably smaller than X.
Yes, and Jerry Totten in Alex's chat made a great point. Monolith Soft is currently working on their next game, and I want
X2. I just need. I'm sorry, y'all. I just need X2.
I'm so excited. Anyway, I want to end this little side note on saying that. That's actually really impressive. There are some signs though that it probably was a little undercooked because sometimes that the frame rate and the resolution dips in portable mode. But that being said, for the developers making a game that large scale and getting it out on time, I commend them for that.
Impressive.
That is impressive. Okay, so moving on, since we're talking about game development still, Kirby Star Allies will primarily run at 30 frames per second.
Ew.
Unplayable.
How y'all feel about that?
Unplayable. Can't even play it.
Mine, the article won't load.
The article won't load for you?
Let me try.
Oh, mine did. Okay, here we go.
So,
There you go.
Alright, there we go.
Yeah, unplayable.
I will say this. I will say this. We've talked about this on the podcast before. We over here at Team Red, we treasure frame rate more than we treasure
Graphics. Like graphics over frame rate or frame rate over graphics.
I like art style, but I like best a game that
a smooth running game. If it runs smoothly and it has beautiful art style, more the better. But I can handle it not being as very pretty as opposed to it running wonky. I'd rather it look a little jaded than it running all wonky and me falling off the sides or falling through the floor or whatever else happens to it. Like that over graphics, like let's be honest, does anybody really want graphics better in your game and your character constantly running through walls or getting stuck on something or some
it's called
game-breaking bug? I mean, well, hey, that's them, but not me, bruh. I'm sorry, I can't.
Yes. But here's the thing, though. Even though I prefer my games to run smoother, 30 frames is not unplayable to me.
Ew.
So those of you in the chat who are saying that, it's not unplayable. I will still play it.
Oh, I was just playing. I'm still getting it.
I love Kirby. I want to play with Kirby, so I'm still getting the game.
I'm pretty sure it still run nicely. It's just, damn it.
But it's a little disappointing because from what we have seen, even though it's a
can
beautiful
do it.
game, it doesn't look like anything that's pushing the boundaries, is what I'm saying.
What's holding this game back? Like, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't look like there's anything.
All this tells me is they're being lazy. That's all this says to me.
Either that or
nothing.
This game is rushed.
That too.
Probably rushed.
Either it was rushed or it's just them. Both of them actually. It's rushed and lazy.
And this is coming from people who play primarily Nintendo. And the reason we talk about frame rate is because Nintendo games generally run at 60 frames per second, which is why their games are
pretty conditioned
than the competition. Other than Zelda's always 30. But a lot of the times, even Kirby on the Wii with Return to Dreamland,
60
frames per second. The one on the Wii U, which was a shit game anyways, that one was 30.
60.
Was that 60?
Oh, no.
I think that one.
Was it 30? I thought it was 60.
That was 30 because they went with that weird claymation thing and they wanted
that's true. They wanted to give that whole claymation.
Yeah, you're right.
So they made it 30 on purpose for that one, but I still thought that was stupid. But this game,
it's not doing anything spectacular.
There's nothing spectacular about it. The game looks fun. Obviously, the game looks good, but not that good.
It's not like it's not graphically demanding. There's nothing graphically
demanding. It doesn't look any better than the Wii U game. And like we saw Yoshi. Yoshi looks way better than this game.
Apparently Yoshi's running at 60.
Of course.
Right.
Yoshi,
of course it is.
Yoshi didn't go mess with those 30 frames per second.
So why you fucking with my boy Kirby? He can't run that. Like I don't understand.
The only thing I can think of is this game has 4-player co-op, right?
But it would make more sense if it's 60 by yourself, but then 30 when it's co-op. But it's like, I feel like instead of making a game that will run 60 by itself and then 30
in frames
by
yourself though, because even if you're playing by yourself, you still have CPU characters.
You still have some other,
Maybe
they just didn't want to go through the trouble. They didn't want to go through the trouble to try to make it.
I don't know. It's annoying. It just seems lazy to me.
That's alright, I'll just get the freaking Switch, whatever the heck, thingy and play it on PC when they bring that out. The emulator.
The only good thing about this with it being on Kirby is not a super fast platforming game.
No, it's not.
So it's not a huge deal because Kirby's really floaty anyways. I'm just saying it's lazy. That's all.
It just seems kind of.
We're living in a post Mario Odyssey world, which is
at 60 frames.
Looks better than this game. It's open world and it's 60 FPS, and it's on the same console, and they're both made from the ground up for the Switch. So I'm just saying, when you look at it that way, this looks really lazy.
True.
And it's a $60 game. If it was a $40 game, which I think it should be a $40 game, by the way, I wouldn't say a damn word about it. But it's a $60 game, and you're getting frames like this cut in half. Zelda, I get it. Zelda's very expensive, but this is a small platforming game, guys.
Yeah.
You'll be done with this in less than a day, I'm sure.
I was done with that Kirby shit game on the Wii U in one day.
Yeah, well, I'm not skipping console Kirby because it's 30 frames. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I'm not either. None of us are skipping. We didn't say all that, but still.
Just saying it's lazy. That's all.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just saying. Some people are like, "Really? What?" Like, yeah. I mean, I'm disappointed, but I ain't skipping. So
yeah, we still don't get it.
Kirby's just too adorable, and King DDD is just too swole.
DDD is swole, y'all. He is swole.
Oh man. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. So this is just more so kind of letting you guys know what is coming to the Switch. So to those of you guys who are familiar with Curve Digital, they publish and make a lot of great small indie games, and they've got another one in the pipeline called Smoke and Sacrifice. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a blurb on Smoke and Sacrifice to kind of give you some insight into what this game is all about. On a frozen wasteland of a world, a small patch of fertile land survives thanks to the blessing of the Sun Tree. After sacrificing her son, Sachi discovers a darker secret lurking beneath its benevolent light. As she ventures into a hidden land where the very air threatens to steal her life and memory, will Sachi ever discover the truth of what happened to her son? Smoke and Sacrifice is an open-world narrative-driven RPG where exploiting living ecosystems is the way to your survival. Craft, fight, survive, and explore in your quest for truth. So I just thought this looked really interesting. I like the art style. I like the gameplay. So I just wanted to put you guys on game because Curve Digital does make some fire and they do publish some fire. So yeah, man, look forward to this type of game. It actually looks pretty dope.
Cool. I've never seen
it looks pretty dope. Yeah, it looks pretty dope, man. So okay, let's go ahead and move on to another game that's potentially also Smoke and Sacrifice is definitely coming to Switch. This one may come to Switch.
This year?
It just said 2018. Okay. It's coming out this year. So I'm assuming that it's probably going to come out on the other consoles as well as the Switch at the same time frame. Whenever they release the reveal date and all that stuff, then, we'll be able to know. But for now, it's just an ominous 2018. Okay. So the next game potentially coming to the Nintendo Switch is an indie RTS currently on PC called Tooth and Nail, which is actually a really popular RTS. Tooth and Tail, sorry. Which is actually a pretty popular RTS on the PC. But yeah, man, apparently they're taking steps towards making it happen. So somebody on Twitter, they added Tooth and Tail and said, any update on Tooth and Tail? Any update on Tooth and Tail coming to Nintendo Switch? Been waiting to play this, and it seems that it would translate well to console control-wise. And then the Tooth and Tail Twitter response was, took a step towards making it happen today. So it actually seems like it's definitely coming. If they making steps for it to come today.
It's on PS4, it looks like.
Oh, it is? Okay, so it is also on the PS4. I'm watching
the trailer on the PS4 YouTube page.
Okay, I didn't know it was on console already. So it could potentially be coming to the Nintendo Switch as well. So the next game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch is also a very popular RPG on the PC called Pillars of Eternity 2. And it says that it's coming. I don't think it actually has a release date. I think it's just coming. Oh, it says coming later this year. Sorry, guys. So it is coming later this year, published by THQ Nordic. So I guess I'll play like a little short clip of the trailer. It looks really cool, man. I've been wanting to play this game forever, but I just haven't bitten the bullet. But maybe since I could play it anywhere at work and in my bed and on the TV if I want to, I might actually.
He stepped on my house. How dare he?
What?
So yeah, if you like RTSs, look forward to this. Or
no, I was just laughing at the video of it because some foot stepped on the house. I'm like, that's my house, my dude. What the hell?
Oh snap!
This looks nice. I like Yeah, this gameplay on
Which one? Which one?
No, the game that you're talking about right now.
Oh, Pillars of Eternity?
Yeah.
I love games like this, to be honest. Like, I truly do. I don't stream them, though, because, like, they're kind of boring to, like, watch.
Yeah, they're not good
but
streaming
games. They're super fun to play. I love RTS games. Anyway, so another thing in the rumor pipeline. Some of this might be interesting to some of y'all. There was a rumor. There was a rumor.
Oh, God.
This week that supposedly Crash Bandicoot's Insane Trilogy is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Okay? Rumor.
Trash.
Rumor.
I can't with y'all. Oh my god.
Just saying.
So the article goes on to say that Activision will be releasing it on PC and Nintendo Switch later this year. Our sources have heard, and this is from Eurogamer who's saying this. There's no mention of an Xbox One version, but it's not ruled out. Activision has yet to comment.
They don't buy games.
So, how y'all feel about the
PlayStation can keep this shit. This game sucks.
Yeah, I've never been a Crash.
They got fire-ass commercials though, right, hip hop gamer?
I'm not gonna lie, I've never been a Crash. Like I tried. Like I never had a PS1, but my cousins had a PS1, and one of the games they had was Crash Bandicoot.
I'm sorry,
I didn't grow to love it. I'll say it like that.
Like it was like Alex was saying, like just funny wise, like the commercials back in the day were hilarious, but that's about all I know about it.
Were good. That was it.
I mean, I never really actually played the game. Only the one time when it was on another game called, what was it, Uncharted or something? So I mean, you know.
As far as platforming goes, it's on the level of mediocre.
I mean, I don't know. Why?
I never played the Insane Trilogy, so I don't really know. I don't know what the Insane Trilogy has to offer. But the first one, I did try to play the first Crash, and I wasn't.
I hope like there's a lot of people saying there's a couple of little issues with the Insane Trilogy. Maybe they fix that if they decided to bring it over before, but. I don't think it's not gonna do well. It's going up against Mario 9. You might want to keep that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm never gonna say no to more games. It's just not my flavor.
It's not my flavor, but I'm just saying, why would you bring a game that's gonna get murdered to a Mario platform?
Well, this would
just
be
saying.
like what
and it's more
on the Switch other than Skyline.
Yeah. I don't really know. Like if they brought Crash to the Switch, I don't really know.
You got Mario, you got Donkey Kong, you got Kirby's, you got all kinds of different platforms.
Yeah, like Nintendo
don't need more platformers. You got plenty.
Yeah, like Nintendo's bringing their own platformers. Like maybe if there was like a time period when it was like Zelda and like fighters, there wasn't like a whole lot of platformers out, but like now Nintendo's bringing like their really fire platformers.
Their platformers, so it's like
they
should have like if they're gonna bring it over, they should have done it long before Mario Odyssey came out.
Dollar store Mario, he can't compete. Get out of here.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god! Stop.
All right, so we're gonna move on before anybody in the chat's feelings get hurt, because I know a lot of y'all out there like Crash Bandicoot.
We need hooves to play this crap. Let's go.
Oh my god, stop.
Oh my gosh, freaking Alex. Oh my god.
Remember, send all your hate to Active Zen Gaming.
Send all of your hate mail to Active Zen Gaming.
What'd I do?
Man, Crash is a lot of people's childhood, and you crap it all over.
Not me.
Oh no.
Oh no, send all your hate to gaming for real. I have nothing to do with this.
All I'm gonna say is it's not my flavor. I'm not gonna crap on it.
I didn't crap on the game. I just never played it.
Why are they talking about Sega?
Great commercials though.
Sega's irrelevant, just like Xbox. Cut it out. Talk about Nintendo, guys.
So, next rumor is that the next Call of Duty is supposed to be Black Ops 4, and it might also be coming to the Switch.
Yeah!
So, let's go ahead and read this article real quick. Rumors are swirling around that the next game in a Call of Duty franchise is Black Ops 4, which I'm actually okay with because I love the Black Ops
is the best
line.
now for them. Like,
Black Ops 2 was fire. Black Ops 3 I actually liked a whole lot, even though a lot of people thought it was too futuristic, but I actually really liked that.
The campaign sucked. The online was good, though.
Yeah, man, I ain't played the campaign again. Anyway, can we take it straight to the Nintendo Switch? I don't play the campaign of shooters. I ain't gonna lie. The news was picked up by Marcus Sellers, who video game charts 24/7 says was correct in predicting Labo and Dark Souls for Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
as always, this is a rumor, so we shall have to wait and see. So he was right about Labo and Dark Souls. So hey, so let's see. So he says that Call of Duty 2018 is Black Ops 4 and is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox, PC, and Switch. It is set in modern times and is boots on the ground. For those of you guys out there who are sticklers for boots on the ground, Black Ops 4 is supposedly boots on the ground.
Good.
The Switch version will support DLC, HD Rumble, and motion controls.
Oh boy.
The Switch version is the Switch version is also getting ported by a company which is familiar with Call of Duty games. Do y'all think this is a true yes or no? What is the likelihood of the truth?
I mean, I can see it happening and not happening, so it's like a 50-50. It's like if so, yeah. If not, whatever.
I think it's probably
but it's possible. But it's possible.
Activision hasn't released anything. They really stuck by that wait and see thing.
They really do.
They really did. So they're kind of late to the party.
It's undeniable at this point that the Switch is successful. And you can see basically all the games that are getting released are selling well enough. So
yeah,
I think we will get caught because they do have a dedicated Nintendo team to make Call of
Duty.
They really
do.
They're basically paying those guys to sit on their ass. So they might as well make a game.
Might as well. I ain't doing
Activision. One thing that I can say about Activision is they are a little bit more open-minded than EA.
Yeah.
If they see that an install base is growing and that there's money to be made, they gonna jump.
Remember,
I can give them credit for their wait and see.
If you remember during the Wii generation, they still made games for the
They
Wii,
still made games for
that was a huge power disparity compared to the 360 and PS3. They basically had to make separate games just for the Wii.
And it won't be like that for the Switch.
With the Wii U, they made 2 games, but then the console flopped, so they stopped. Like, we get it. I understand that.
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
With the Switch, like, they can have the same version. They would just be a little dumbed down, that's all.
Yeah, it would just be ugly, that's all.
And personally, I would get it on the Switch. Even though I have all the consoles and stuff, I like the Call of Duty online community for Nintendo. I played a lot of Black Ops 2 during the Wii U. And
it's not as toxic as the other community.
It's not as toxic. Like,
and you know
they talk shit, sure, but...
The reason it's less toxic is because the kids play on Xbox and PlayStation. Most adults that play on Nintendo. So
I remember when I had an ex-boyfriend who played Call of Duty, and I wasn't into Call of Duty at this time, but he used to play Call of Duty Hard Body on the Wii, and he always had, like, I used to watch him play it. He always had a smooth, chill experience. Like, it was never like no crazy stuff.
Talking chill.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, ain't no stupid 10-year-olds screaming nonsense. Like, well, of course there is some, but like it's nowhere near as bad.
It's nowhere near as bad. And plus, like when you're talking shit with one another, it's more in just fun.
For years, I played a lot of Call of Duty on both Xbox and then Wii U. It's completely different.
Yeah,
like
it is.
Xbox, it's mostly screaming kids and idiots. But on Wii U, it's mostly like adults just wanting to play a game.
Like, yo, we just want to play a game. You trying to play or not? You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Right. I ain't got time for all that BS.
It does come to the Switch. Black Ops is the best series for Call of Duty now. So yeah, hopefully it's true. We'll see.
Yeah, I think the Black Ops series has more W's. I think.
Yeah.
Than any other like.
Black Ops 2 kicked ass. Black Ops 3 is kind of a step down, but if Black Ops 4 is back to boots on the ground, I think that's going to be really good.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't mind the whole, like, jumping on the walls. But I like Titanfall, so I have Titanfall for that. So I ain't really.
That's the thing. That's the difference. Like, Titanfall started like.
Titanfall does it better.
Yeah, I have Titanfall for that. So I ain't really tripping about. If they take that out of Black Ops 4. I just like the series.
I hope they do.
Yeah, boots on the ground. That's what people want it for.
Yeah, and I like Black Ops 2 as well before they added all that stuff. So I know that Black Ops 4 would be
Black Ops 2 I thought was the best Call of Duty game.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to move on to our very last topic of tonight.
The LinkedIn Lurker.
Oh no. My gosh. So while we are talking about our main topic of tonight, you guys need to go ahead and hit that Discord link right now. and add your questions to the questions chat. That is the only way that we will be answering questions. We will not be picking questions from the chat. We will only be picking them from Discord. So go to Discord right now, or at least start thinking of your questions, because when we're done with this topic, we are going right into questions. All right. So I want to make that clear, because sometimes people don't be understanding. So, last topic of tonight. So those of you guys who are very familiar with Dr. Trey 81 in this community,
what it do, bruh? Talk up the town and
Alex, let me get through this, man. God dang.
I'm just reminding them who he is. Jeez.
So Dr. Trey, like, whatever you want to say about this man does his research, man, and I can't discredit him for that. Stop, Alex. Gosh. This guy, freaking A.
Send all your hate, yeah.
Oh my god. So anyway, man does his research. He was lurking around on LinkedIn, and he found a little bit of information. Hey, that's what he was doing. He was lurking around on LinkedIn. So
I'm an AFK.
Oh my gosh. So he was lurking around on LinkedIn, and some information came about that has become big news. Like, everybody's been reporting on this big news.
Even Game Explain got his name wrong.
Yeah, Game Explain talked about it. Freaking Nintendo everything. Go Nintendo. Everybody's talking about it. So apparently Bandai Namco was working on a couple of unannounced games. One of which is an unannounced IP, first-person shooter / adventure exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. The next one is Ace Combat 7, which is tight. And then the next one is Ridge Racer 8, which is supposedly supposed to be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch.
That's strange.
The one that most people care about is the one about the unannounced IP first-person shooter adventure. The speculation is that this game is actually Metroid Prime 4. If you guys remember, back after they announced it at E3 last year, sometime after that, there was reports that Nintendo Retro Studios was not going to be working on Metroid Prime 4, and that it was going to be a Japanese team that Nintendo cultivated that will be making the next Metroid. So there's a lot of back and forth on what this means. So I guess we could do this round table. I have y'all want to do that. Do y'all think that this means that this is Metroid, or do you think it's just something completely different that they're making? And how do y'all feel about Bandai Namco being the ones making it, if this is true?
All right. For me, Metroid. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel any particular kind of way if Bandai makes it, I guess, because I'm probably not gonna play it. But interesting, and I just don't care. I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't. Rumors. I hate rumors.
Yeah, rumors they're kind of whatever. All right, Alice, how you feel about it, man?
It's cool that the lurker found something interesting for once.
Oh my god, stop.
Wow.
Bandai Namco unannounced IP. That's the thing where I'll put the tweet up here, you guys can see. Rob of Rule of Two Review, our good buddy here. He saw it too, and he made a good point. I didn't even really think about this, where it says unannounced IP, but Metroid 4 has been announced.
Yeah,
so
true.
I thought we already kind of knew Bandai Namco was making Metroid, because that rumor popped up like right after the game was announced. So like in my head, I had just already assumed this was a thing. But I guess they just
where there's smoke, there's fire, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe it's Metroid. I personally would rather it be an unannounced IP, because as far as I know, Bandai Namco doesn't make that many shooting games, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm really known for them to make a shooter.
Then they got Ace Combat 7. Is that coming to Switch? No, that's for PS4.
Yeah, it says PS4 and PS4 VR.
Well, we found out Ridge Racer 8's coming.
Ridge Racer!
That's coming, so that's cool. But as far as Metroid goes, maybe they're making it. But there's just this little part here. Like, we don't know when this was updated, because maybe nobody had noticed. Maybe they wrote this in before Metroid was announced, or maybe they just haven't changed it yet. If it is for an unannounced IP, that means that's cool. That means there's a new game on the way, something that's we have no idea about, that happens to be a first-person shooter / adventure game, and it's gonna be for the Nintendo Switch. But again, like, it definitely could be Metroid, because Metroid is a first-person shooter / adventure game, which will be exclusive.
Like, that / adventure game is like, okay, that's kind of a red flag.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, there's like a lot of discussion about whether or not Metroid is actually a first-person shooter or whether it's just a first-person, like, adventure game.
Right.
Right.
So that kind of gives me, like, a red flag. As far as what I think, it's possible. Because Bandai Namco and Nintendo are like hella close.
Yeah,
like they're so like they're so close. They let them make Smash Brothers. So, but at the same time, it makes more sense for Nintendo to let Bandai Namco make Smash because they make so many fighters.
They make a lot of fighting games. Yeah.
They just came out with another bomb ass fighter, Dragon Ball Fighters. Ooh. They're bringing back Soul Calibur, so it makes sense for them to partner for Smash. With this whole first person thing, though, I mean, I'm the only person in Team Red that actually has played Metroid and plays Metroid, and I'm kind of what Alex was saying. Like I'm looking at like their repertoire right now, and it ain't really a whole lot of shooters on here. So, I'm not really gonna say that I'm concerned because Bandai Namco is a very capable developer. But it's just like I have no basis on what to expect if this is true.
Right. We don't have anything to use as a reference for their kind of quality for a shooting / adventure game.
Exactly, but
again, that doesn't really mean anything because we've seen
it doesn't mean anything.
We've seen studios that focus on a specific kind of like
True.
Horizon, that's
like Guerrilla, Guerrilla Games.
They
just
made a bunch of
example.
shitty shooting games, and then they went and made a Horizon, where I feel Horizon's a terrible game, but a lot of people love Horizon. But you can see them switching genres, and they did a good job, right? So. That's not to say Bandai Namco can't make a good Metroid game. It's just like we don't have anything to base it off of.
Yeah, that's kind of like the main thing. And Arfin Ali is saying in the chat, he says that Bandai Namco Singapore is actually a new studio and they haven't done anything yet. So a lot of developers there are from apparently they're from that canceled Star Wars game 1313. So now that adds an interesting.
Okay, that's a different twist now.
So they're fired devs from EA.
They're like devs, I guess, that were on their project and are now working at Namco Bandai.
They are hiring, apparently, according to their website.
So it's literally a whole new. Okay, I believe it now.
It's a brand new studio.
I believe it now because Nintendo said it was going to be a whole new team. I believe it now. I think I believe it because like that adds a whole new. Thank you for that, Arfin. That's
that helps out. That put the puzzle piece together right nicely.
Yeah. Well, considering that this is a rumor, like there's not really a whole lot to say about that. It's kind of like
have to see.
You have to wait and see. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to these questions. Okay, so look at freaking Mega posting random stuff in the question section.
I know. What the hell?
I would delete it, but he probably worked real hard to find that link.
Who?
Mega. Oh my god.
So yeah, I'm deleting it. Alright,
so
he probably wasn't paying attention.
That goes in the general chat, Mega, not the questions chat, guy.
Oh my gosh. So let's go ahead and let's take these questions, okay? So the first question is from Muhammad Alavi. He says, if you could only have one virtual console game from each Nintendo console, what would... Now, that is an interesting twist on a virtual console question.
You can only have one?
One from each console. What would it be? That's a great question, Muhammad.
Oh, if you can only have one virtual console game from
each Nintendo console, what would it be?
No, I don't know. Super Nintendo, mine would be Super Mario World.
Ooh, I don't know. I got that game so many times, bro. I have it on the Wii.
For the Wii U, if it can make it, it can make me believe it. Xenoblade Chronicles X. If they can make me feel like I'm in a Zell, in one of those freaking things. Scout. I don't care. I'm gonna make it. I want them to make it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try this. Because this is actually an interesting question.
Yeah.
For the original Nintendo.
Are we doing Nintendo games only or like third party too?
For the he said for the virtual console, so I'm assuming it could be any game because you know virtual console game is not only limited to Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
For the original NES, I must say it. I want Star Tropics. I do have that game still too on the Wii. I do have it. Star Tropics. I want that. On the Super Nintendo, man, freak, this is hard. But I'm gonna have to say, because I ain't got this one already, Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. I'm in a real Yoshi mood lately, so I'm rocking with that for the Super Nintendo. That was a great game.
Yeah.
For the N64. Ooh, for the N64. Freak. Wow. Ooh. This is hard.
GoldenEye.
You know what? Low key, I would probably play that again if it has some online. Bro, if it has some online, like,
yeah,
probably. All right, let's go with GoldenEye. All right, 64 GoldenEye. Okay, GameCube. Oh, freak. GameCube.
Just
Double Dash. GameCube, Double Dash. For the Wii, if it could be any game, I would say Red Steel 2. Ubisoft, go on and do that thing, man. Give it to us on the virtual console. For the Wii U, I'm gonna have to co-sign with Kuuppon. Xenoblade Chronicles X, please and thank you.
Okay. For me, NES, it's gotta be Super Mario Brothers 3. Oh
yes, that's a good one.
And,
yes.
Super Nintendo already said Super Mario World. The 64 gonna be GoldenEye. Or Star Fox 64. I don't know. They're both so good. The N64.
I mean,
I kind of want Star Fox for 64.
That's Star Fox.
Oh, Perfect Dark. Oh, so good. Diddy Kong Racing. Oh my God. Pokemon.
Oh, so much fire.
That console's too good. It's too
so much
good.
Fire. This is
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Mario Kart 64, another banger. Banjo and Kazooie.
Yep.
Oh, there's too many.
That's so much fire, man. You gotta choose one though.
I'm gonna go for GoldenEye. I'm gonna say GoldenEye.
All right.
The GameCube. I never owned a GameCube, so I honestly don't care. But I'll say Wind Waker, I guess.
There's a lot of games I didn't play on the GameCube.
Yeah, well, I'll go with Wind Waker, even though I can get it elsewhere. But whatever.
Yeah.
The Wii. What do I like on the Wii? The Wii sucks so much.
I know the Wii wasn't your favorite, so.
I hate the Wii.
I love my Wii, man, for real.
I like my Wii too, but a different one.
Wow.
Mario Galaxy. Let's go with Mario Galaxy. It's taken easy. Safe bet. And Wii U, I'm already getting all of them on my Switch, so that's good.
Oh, yes. Yes. All right, so the next question, it says, question from Fly from the Inside. Do you think if Sakurai got a protege, he would teach that protege to be just as biased as he is with choosing which character deserve to be in Smash Brothers?
He's like, Sakurai, I'm putting in the ice clamor. Like, I'm firing you.
No. They don't need to be in
these characters.
Man, I don't know. I feel like Sakurai does a pretty good job of putting people in Smash. I think there's a pretty good roster, like a really good roster.
He has a pretty varied roster. I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah, like who would have ever thought that we would see freaking Wii Fit Trainer in Smash?
What the hell was that? When
I wish he would be a little more open to having indie characters, though.
Yeah,
like Shovel Knight and Shantae, and
they definitely need to be in there.
Ones, right? But
maybe Shantae could come to Brawl Out.
Yeah.
No, put her in the better one. Stop it.
She deserves it. She's been
she deserves. She's a Nintendo character now. She needs to be in Smash. Quite frankly, let's write a petition. Somebody do it now.
But yes,
Shantae and Smash.
Would definitely make his protege as bad as he is.
Oh my gosh, Bad Latency says, do you think that?
Okay, Bad Latency.
Do you think that Cass stepped down from Sony so he could join the Switch game for Ridge Racer?
Probably.
Unfortunately, no, because he's still the chairman of Sony, so he's not going nowhere.
He stepped down to go up.
That's hilarious. Muhammad Alawi has another question. What type of game do you think another Smash / Nintendo could work well in? Maybe like a PUBG style battle royale or a MOBA. Ooh.
So like
I would like to see a Splatoon battle royale, straight up.
Oh, for real.
Or that Morpheus Law one.
100-player Smash.
100-player Smash.
100-player Smash. No, Ace-player Smash is already.
You know what? A Nintendo Smash like MOBA could probably be hot fire. To be honest,
you know what they could do though? They could make Splatoon into a PUBG mode.
They could totally.
They could.
Just change it so instead of spraying ink, you get paintballs instead.
Yeah, they could.
That's definitely doable. But
and they got all the different weapons anyway, so I mean.
Switch Online handle it though. That's the only thing.
True.
We gonna see in September.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I don't know. MOBA would be actually very interesting.
A MOBA would be actually tight.
Imagine like a League of Legends, but with Nintendo characters. I think a lot of people would like
tight.
I'm so mad that Paragon's
that would actually be pretty tight. Yeah, like if it was fashioned like Paragon, where the perspective was like behind the character.
Yeah, I would like that. That would be awesome.
That would be tight.
Hey, Epic, since you guys are giving up Paragon, how about you hand over some of those ideas to Nintendo? Yeah.
For real.
Like shout out to all fucking.
Matthew Pipe says, besides Waluigi, which lesser, unpopular, unknown Nintendo character that's not from the Mario series would you love to get some recognition?
First of all,
he is not unpopular, and he's not a lesser character. He is a suave, debonair SOB.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
With good hair, might I add.
Perfect hair.
And no other character matters besides Waluigi.
Thank you.
If we're talking about recognition.
Talking mess about my man. How dare you?
Oh my god. Well, as far as unknown characters for me that I want to see get some love that's not from the Mario series,
Captain Falcon.
Oh damn.
I just want to see him. I'm not talking about him.
He gets love in Smash Brothers, right?
Yeah,
he gets love in Smash.
That's just in one location.
Waluigi's a damn trophy. Come on.
That's true.
I would say, but he already has a new-ish game. Well, new enough. Freaking Pit.
Chrome.
I'm talking about Pit. I want another Kid Icarus game.
That's true.
Yeah.
But he's probably talking about like somebody that's like
that's under the radar type of sidebar character.
I can't think of anybody. Birdo, yeah.
Birdo, but he's from the Mario thingy.
Birdo is
from Mario.
He is from Mario, Birdo.
No,
Birdo is from Mario.
You can't choose Mario World?
No, you can't be a Mario character.
No Mario universe.
Who cares?
Oh.
I'm gonna talk about side characters.
It's like, it's like if it ain't Mario universe, who gives a shit? Because it's like, what?
One of the stupid animals from Animal Crossing. Who fucking cares?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't know. I'll tell you this. It's not like she ain't a lesser character, and she has her own fucking game named after her. But you never get to play as her or see her side of the story or anything called Zelda. When we gonna see her shit? How about that?
I want that.
Game where you actually play.
I want to see what's going on her side of the map. When he doing his little business, what is she doing over here dressed up as Sheik or whatever the hell else she's doing, or sleeping for 10,000 years, waiting for him to...
Really lesser known, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. She's not lesser known or nothing. I'm just saying I would like to see.
I can't even say it because she's part of Mario. I was going to say Pauline.
Yeah. Mario just has so many good, like, little side characters.
He does.
He does. Side characters.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I do.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know, if we're talking about Pokemon, I would like Squirtle to get his own game, but he's not really lesser known, though.
Yeah. Matthew, I said Pit. Like, I literally just said Pit.
Yeah, she said Pit.
Alright, so the next question is... Nintendo trivia question. What platform did Animal Crossing first debut on? Wasn't it like a Game Boy Advance or something like that? I thought it was like a handheld, right? It was a handheld.
I think.
No, it started on the Nintendo. I think it was the 64, or it was on the.
Was it the 64?
I think it was the 64, Nintendo 64 or the GameCube. One of those two. Animal Crossing started on.
Okay, yeah.
Well, if it was on,
started on N64. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. The GBA, it had to have been on something prior to the GameCube because the GBA.
The only reason I remember that is because of some weird freaking commercial during the time of the 64 that I'm like, what is this?
The
Why?
64 had fire commercials.
Yeah, they had a lot of good
commercials.
That's why I was like, what is this?
Commercial is the best commercial of all
That
time.
Smash Brothers commercial, man.
Yep.
It's so
all right, so TD says, I have a question for Alex.
Huh?
Oh God.
Oh no.
Which game is more relevant? Crash Bandicoot's Insane Trilogy or Kirby Star Allies? He's really trolling right
Which
now.
is more relevance?
More relevant.
Oh, Kirby Star Allies. Get that Crash trash out of here.
Oh my gosh.
Garbage.
I would love for them to bring back Duck Hunt. I already told y'all on Twitter. If they make a new Duck Hunt with Nintendo Labo, I'm gonna make me a cardboard in Zapper.
I'm getting me one straight
I
up.
don't care.
I don't care
either. Duck Hunt, a cardboard Nintendo Zapper? My G.
Nick, stop sending these stupid questions. I'm gonna keep deleting them.
I'm gonna answer it.
What question was it? What was the question? I missed it. Right. I missed it.
He asking about real. No, we ain't got time for that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so T-Dude also asked, did you know that tattoo that's not what he tried to say, I guess. The World's End With You, Nomura, is one of the 40 members involved in making Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Yes, I did know that. If the rumor is true, do you think that Treyarch will be involved in making Call of Duty Black Ops 4 for the Switch? Treyarch is probably making it. Treyarch is probably making it.
One of the 40 members involved with Xenoblade 2.
Has anyone seen the overview trailer for Bayonetta 1 and 2 from Nintendo UK's YouTube channel? I have not, but like we've already played, so it's like, why don't I need to see the overview?
I don't need to see a trailer about it.
Yeah.
I don't need to make a video getting hyped.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, don't get me wrong, like I'm probably scooping Bayonetta 1 and 2 again, but I'm not excited.
I'm getting it. I'm just saying I'm not gonna make a live reaction video to it.
Yeah, like we've played Bayonetta 1 and 2 already. Like we know what to expect from the game. I don't really know why everybody's making it seem like this is new information.
In this goddamn chat on my side or Nia's side that have not played Bayonetta 2,
y'all played it.
I swear to God, if you don't buy this game, I'm gonna ban you from this fucking chat.
The only people who should be new to Bayonetta 1 and 2 are the people who didn't get a Wii U.
Yes.
So, I mean, anyway, so I think that we're done with questions.
No, Nick has a question.
Because Nick is, I don't know what
he's trolling is what he's doing, but that's fine. I know what the question was.
I need to see it so I can...
His question was, when is Real gonna stop ducking him?
Oh,
he sounded like, what you call it?
Real is scared to face Nick in any fighting game, apparently.
Oh, man. That's messed up. Alright, so this is gonna be the last question from Muhammad Alawi. This is gonna be the last one, and then we gotta get up out of here because y'all doing the most. With the success of Samus Returns, could we see more Nintendo IPs getting outsourced on occasion? It's already happening, buddy. Yeah. Mario X Rabbids has already been outsourced. Metroid is being outsourced. They low-key doing it right now with the mobile stuff because DNA
they kind of sort of outsourced Legend of Zelda with open out. So
well, Monoliths is still under the umbrella.
It's still under them, but it's kind of sort of. You know.
But yeah, I feel what you're saying. Like they're getting
they're getting extra people
around.
Yeah, they need to. They know they have to keep pumping out the first party.
They got to pump out these games. They got to keep people interested and keep the things going. Got to keep going. Yep. Got to go fast.
But since Metroid Samus Returns did so well, I could definitely see them. I'll say this: giving other people the IPs that they ain't too bothered to make. Because they've been sitting on Metroid a long time, and they finally gave the reins to Mercury's team, and they did a great job. So
yep.
And then apparently they're giving the reins to Prime Florida, Bandai, and Namco, maybe.
They gotta
so
stop fucking around and just letting those guys that make Fast Racing Neo make an F-Zero game. So
just let them do it.
Let them do
it.
So these guys can shut the hell up and get their stupid F-Zero.
Do you think okay, I'll put it like this. Shiden is a very esteemed indie developer.
They're great.
That being said, they're still indie. Do you think that Nintendo would trust an indie game maker to make one of their games?
Nobody buys F-Zero anyways. What does it matter?
I mean, I understand that, but like the people they've been partnering with are like, established.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that they're getting...
They don't give a shit about the franchise anywhere. Hell, they let Sega make one. They don't give a fuck.
Damn, but apparently that's the best one. Let Sega make it.
That was a fluke.
Oh damn! I guess as long as it's not Sega team, then they can make a game.
Yeah,
so.
as long as it's not the Sonic team that those guys can make.
Oh yeah, the Sonic team. My bad.
Yeah,
Sonic team need a dedicated team, and they still can't.
And they suck.
They need to let the person who made Sonic Mania just be the director of like the whole Sonic team,
right?
Yeah, basically.
Because that one dude made like a better game than a whole team.
He makes that whole team look bad.
Very bad. They had to they had to snatch him up real fast.
Yeah, but
who's this dude making us look bad? Let's go get him.
But if Nintendo gave Shannon some bread, some money, and was like, "Hey, go make a F-Zero," they would smash it.
They would smash it. I think it would sell.
Their game is basically F-Zero.
It's basically F-Zero. If it just had,
characters.
If it just had the skin, if it had the F-Zero skin, shit you not, people would be running over.
Just add in Captain Falcon, add in some sort of story mode, and boom, you have F-Zero.
Exactly.
Done.
Ruby Sakurai. It don't matter if Sonic Forces sold well or not. The game was
sell 9 million in 2 months like Mario Odyssey. If not, please be quiet.
Dang.
Now y'all stop hurting this person feeling.
I don't think so.
Look, I understand that not everything is not for everybody. Right. But Sonic Mania is just objectively a better game. One game made it.
That's all. It's just one game is better than the other. Doesn't mean that they
one game that's drastically better than the other. Drastically.
So the dude who made Sonic Mania needs to just get on the team and just show them how to make
Sonic team is terrible. They don't know what they're doing.
I mean, because my thing with the whole Sonic stuff is that they constantly keep bringing back classic Sonic to all these freaking modern Sonic games, and it's like, if you want to do classic Sonic, do it the way that Sonic Mania was done, and leave freaking modern Sonic to his own devices. We don't need them both together. They get no. Like
that being
Sonic
said,
Generations
was actually pretty good.
Yeah, Sonic Generations was great. After that, stop. We're done. We don't need it no more. It's like now we got to do all this extra curricular crap, like, dude, no.
Sonic game sells well because that fan base doesn't care.
They don't give a shit. They have no standards. They just buy whatever.
One of the worst fan bases. They have zero standards, which is why Sonic is in the state that he's in. Because they don't fucking tell.
They won't criticize. They won't criticize Sega for none of this shit, and that's the problem. If you start criticizing today, tell them what you really want, you would get great games.
The Sonic team's so lost. They're hyping up building your own fucking character, and that's like the main feature of the game. Like these guys don't know what to do anymore.
Well, everybody got their freaking special character now.
That is savage. Oh
put that game up against Odyssey, it's like a 1 out of 10 and a 10 out of 10. Fucking ridiculous.
Alright, so we're gonna wrap this up because this is turning into a Sega team roast. A Sonic team roast.
A Sonic team roast.
But before we bounce, I want to give some shout outs. I'm going to be doing some shout outs from Alex's chat as well as my chat. So I want to give some shout outs to Ruby Sakurai, Jerry Totten, Muhammad Alavi, Inglorious Bastards, Liu Kang, Gamer Nick, Unforgiven, Matthew Pipes. I want to give some shout outs to Tony Kaname Curon, M Prime, Paid Enthusiast, Mad Queen, my girl up in here, Omega Fire, Arfin Ali, Keith Norris. If I missed your name, guys, I really do apologize. Thank you guys for making the chat lively. You guys keep it popping for us every week. So now we're gonna go ahead and do our outros and bounce out here. So Alex, why don't you go ahead and start us off, man?
What's going on, everyone? Here's another episode of Team Red Talks Nintendo. We got the LinkedIn Lurker giving us the brand new news.
The LinkedIn Lurker is giving us the tea, y'all.
It sucks that sounds so great.
And that is the funniest nickname, and I'll never stop calling him that. It is hilarious. But we have some Metroid news from the LinkedIn Lurker. And there's some cool info we had today. But I'm going to go play some more Shadow of Colossus after eating some dinner. But this was a fun podcast, guys. And hopefully one day Sonic can match up with Mario once again. Probably not, as I said, but whatever.
Whoa, Ruby is roasted in the chat, bro.
Stop it. Leave that person alone.
Oh, Ruby, man. You gotta chill. You gotta chill.
It's okay. Nobody's attacking you personally. It's just the fan base, so.
Oh, no.
Well, there you go. Send all your hatred to Active Sin Gaming as usual.
They have no standards.
She said, "Don't think we're that stupid, Alex. We're not Nintendo fans, though." Shots.
You mean the same Nintendo fans that have 2
It has a Switch
Game of the
and
Year
got
games in the same year,
right,
where Sega
right.
is now out of the console business and Sonic is dying and he needs
a slow and painful death.
Are you talking about
And
Nintendo fans?
and like the one named Shadow said, like the Nintendo fans who demanded better of the match.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That guy made the best point ever. Federation Force is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Metroid fans said, "Fuck that game." They told Nintendo over and over, "This game is dog shit," except for those weirdos who like to defend everything. And then what happens? You get a real Metroid. Not only one, you get 2 Metro games that are traditional on the way. And that's because they asked for a proper game. Whereas Sonic fans are just, "Oh, this is great. I love it. I love this."
Guys, you get to create your character. I can be in the Sega universe.
I get to finally make my own furry. Oh my god.
Why do you saying Sega? Sonic universe.
This is not an outro.
Anyway, alright. Come on. Thank you for keeping us on track.
So that's
Back on track.
Thank you for keeping us on
damn,
track.
Alex, don't attack the handicap.
No. Okay. Anyway, so
man, I can't.
Like usual, send all your hate to Actors in Gaming. But if you would like to watch somebody who's a little more down to earth, doesn't attack people so readily, maybe you can hang on over to the Struggle Game where you can come see me and Kuuppon Stives. You can catch me at
Segue.
you can catch me on Facebook and on YouTube at Kuuppon Stives. You can get me at Kuuppon on Twitch and Twitter. I'll probably finish up the Persona so me and Alex can gab about it because I heard there's some craziness that happened at the end. Yep. And then I'm going to go ahead and be getting on this Shadow of the Colossus because, yes, I need to see the beauty. I haven't opened it even yet. It's still in this beautiful plastic. I'm going to open it and everything and then put it into the disc and all that stuff at the same time. So you get to see me unbox it and put it in and then start
Join the Discord.
Join the Discord. We talk a lot of mess. You know what it is.
Nick,
we talk a lot of mess.
You better buy that shirt, Nick. You better.
I literally hate y'all. Like y'all are wild. Y'all are wild. And then you come with that smooth like segue and advertising. Like, oh my god,
let me get on out of here.
Y'all are some savage.
What is this shirt?
All right, so let me go ahead and give my outro. Get out of here, man. Oh my god, I can't. I can't. Okay. My name is Nia, the video game her, and these are my co-hosts, y'all. These are them every week, 24/7. This is them. And I love them. I promise I do. Oh my god. All right. So you can find me on Twitter at TheVideoGamHer. You can find me on YouTube at TheVideoGamHer. You can find me on Twitch at Nia Loves Ninty. Make sure that you guys come and check out the Discord. We like to hang out and chill and kick it and talk about gaming up in there. And when we do Mario Kart Madness Monday, it's easier for us to give away prizes when everybody is in the Discord and we can just find you in Discord. Also, when we're doing our Mario Kart Madness Mondays, it's easier for everybody to link up when we're all in the same central hub. So the Discord is our central hub. I put the link in there earlier today. I'm going to put the link in here again so that you guys can have it. Yeah, man, go join the Discord and you will be better for it. And you guys will be able to keep up what we're doing a little bit better too as well. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming to the podcast. It was another good one. Oh, my God.
Oh, Kirby's doing his taxes. What is this?
Oh my god.
The Kirby taxes.
The Kirby taxes meme is great. But anyways, y'all, we gonna get up out of here and we'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.
See ya.
Peace out.